beautiful ignited souls. Okay, so I am so grateful and thankful that you are here with us, and get your fork because we are ready to dig in deep once more. And I hope you are ready with your fork to dig in deep once more. And did you invite your friends and family? Did you? I hope you did. And remember to like this and share and subscribe. Okay, so we of course are going to explore. I promise this time we are going to explore the tree of life. So I asked the high priest Aaron, and of course, ignited by the 14 gods that which we are, and I asked, well, tell us about the tree of life. And he says, well, a very, very long time ago, in the far distant future, there was a time, and he seemed to stop on this line. And it's like I'm trying to, okay, there was a time, yes. Okay, so we have explored was, and we have explored time. There was a time, okay. Should we say when? When what? Okay, there was a time. And he just smiles. I say, okay, tell us a little bit more. He says, do the maths, do the maths. Okay, so there's the tree of life. Let's look at the tree. This is the tree. Ah, now he's saying he's ready to tell us the other part. He's saying, oh, thank you, hi, Priest Aaron. He says, oh, a very, very long time ago, in the far distant future, there was a time where the lips of the east and the lips of the west came together and ate a fruit. This is really good. This is good. And, it's so delicious. I say, oh, can you say it again? Can you say it again? Because he says it in such a lovely, eloquent voice. I wish I could tell it to you just as he says it. He says, a very, very long time ago, in the far distant future, there was a time where the lips of the east and the lips of the west came together and they ate an apple. I like that. I hope you do as well. Okay, so they ate an apple. He said a fruit first, and now he says an apple because we have been talking about apple and so on. Because a fruit actually equals 11, and an apple is 5, so it's 511. Okay, and of course, it's like Jesus. Jesus is 11, and Christ is 5. So just bringing in all this. Okay, so the tree of life, TREE, and of life. Okay, we have done life. Life is 23, and of is 6, 6. So this is 12, and 1 plus 2 is 3. And that's the thing, that little. This is the thing that really goes flighting. It's like a butterfly. In fact, I have got a video that I did on number 3 is a butterfly. Exactly that. Number 3 is a butterfly. So this is 29555. So okay, let's do the numbers. This is 19, this is 21. So the tree is also 21. So that's another butterfly. It's no wonder butterflies are on the trees. Okay, and life of course is 5. So adding this together, we have 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. Now people, this is so interesting. Let's look at this again. So the tree, we have done this, is number 3, and of is also 3. So we are talking about a tree of life, the tree in the midst of the garden. And I think it does say the tree of life, yeah, because when it says, behold, a man has become like us in case he eats of the tree. Did you ever think about that God did not say that of the serpent? The serpent, which we learn is so was the wisest of all creatures, and God cast it onto the ground, and he says, on thy belly thou shalt crawl, or whatever it is. But he never really said to the serpent, for it, like he said to Eve, or to Adam, was it? Oh, I've lost my trail here. We'll get back to it. Okay. So, but basically, the tree of life, it's like saying, yeah, because the serpent is able to climb trees and so on. So why Did he not just cast it like forever and ever and a day? Okay, all right. We'll get back to this trail of thought here, which I thought was so delicious. But it's like putting something into your mouth and you think, oh, it does not taste quite as much as good as you thought. Okay, so we have the tree of life, which is free, and of is free, and of course, life is 5, which coincides with Mother Eve, EVE, which is 14, but 1 plus 4 is 5. So, voila. Okay, so we are talking about 11 here, 6 plus 5. Now, this is so delicious. This is where we really need to understand where we are coming from, where we are going, and where we are at. Okay, now get your forks because we are diving deep once more. Now, this is the lips of the east and the lips of the west coming together. And High Priest Aaron says, do the maths on the word lips. LIPS. We will remember this because we have 5, okay? 5 plus 6. 5 plus 6 people, 5 plus 6 is 11. This is what the tree of life is. And Jesus, Jesus, is actually 11. And this is so important for us to know. This is so important for us to know. But High Priest Aaron has said we all are Jesuses. We need to acknowledge that. Especially when we come into the world, we come as Jesus. Okay, so let's look at this. And the Christ is another thing. Okay, 3971. So this is 10, this is 10 as well. So lips is 20. Ooh. Wow. So we are in 2020 because this is High Priest Aaron is so clever. He says, go on, do the numerical value for the word lips. So this is 2020. And it was those two lips that came together. Now, whether you wanted to see it as your own lips or your lips with someone else's lips, but lips came together from two sets of people, if you like, of eating of the fruit. So the lips of the east, and of course there's another thing, east is 9 and west is 4. Now west is 13 actually, to make this more precise, and adding this together, speaking of 13, comes to 13. Now this is where everything births. People, don't you just love numerology? Don't you just love it? Because it really gives us such a great insight into what happened. Like you say, what happened? Then you can say, well, the two lips came together. Everything is numerology right here. The lips came together. So they both ate. And this is another thing. The two people, they ate. The word ate equals 8. And they ate again, they equals 8. That means Eve and her husband. She gave to her husband. We will know that Eve and the word husband will come together to something that perhaps we had not thought of. Okay, so 8 plus 8 is 16 and 1 plus 6 is 7. This coincides with Mother Eve's Latin 7. This was where, of course, we see a new creation is happening. This is where she says, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. By eating of the fruit with her husband, which is two of them, two people, TWO, is already 2, 5, 6. Add this together is 13. Okay, so we had Eve. Let's look at the word husband while we're at it. Husband. Okay, because it didn't say Adam. So that's why we say there are two creations. Okay, and of course, everything goes after its kind, so there's a copy as well. Okay, so 3, 1, 2, 1, 5, 4. Adding this together, this is 10, this is 15, 15, 23, 24. Okay, 2 plus 4, so 2 husband is, okay, 2 plus 4, so 24 hours of the day was in the husband. because he was the one who was supposed to be mending the garden and doing all those kinds of things anyway. So he needed to have time. Okay, all right. So this would be 6. 6. Okay, and if you did the numerical value for the word 67, so and Eve, of course, this is what we are just saying, people. Please, we need to pay attention. So Eve is actually 5 and husband is 6. Here we see husband is 6. Right here. It almost makes me think about this thing about women or female was able to birth after their kind, meaning female, because husband here would be coinciding with the said God as Eve as well. So here we have Eve, and of course we hear about the this all makes sense because there was the woman and there was also Eve. Okay, so and this is also like I have for a couple of years now I have said that Eve was really saying to her daughter, which would be like another said say the said God, like the said God would say, have God said you should not eat of the fruit, meaning have God said you should not eat of the fruit. And of course she says, oh, God said if you eat of the fruit. So there's the you which is ye, and of course ye is 12. 7 plus 5 is 12, which is free. So there was 2 frees talking here, and of course the 2 frees come together and form 8. Yeah, 2 frees are 8. That's meaning they face each other. Okay. So, and this is what we have just done. So here we see 5, 6 again. And that's where creation is happening again. So we see how the tree of life has, thank you, High Priest Aaron, for showing us this, because this is really lovely and really wonderful, because we hadn't thought of that in this way. Because now High Priest Aaron is saying that, of course, the lips of the east and the lips of the west come together and to perform the optimum best. Oh, this is really something. So we have lips, of course, that equaled 20, of course. So there's the thing about 20, TWENTY, to show that it coincides with the 8 or the eating of each person. Each person ate. So it was 2 people who ate. And we see that has come to a cycle because that's 13 as in Revelation. Okay, the word Revelation. So it's 2, 5, 5, 5, 2, 7. Adding this together, this is 15, this is 22, 24, 26. Here we see this is representing 2 creations of 2 sets of 6s. As we have seen in Genesis of chapter 1 verse 27, where he created, and he is actually 13, where he created, which is like 2. So the he actually had another he as well. Everything was 2. So this is what High Priest Aaron is saying. So he created, and he created he, him. He created he, him, he, male, female, and he, them. So however that has showed up, just like we are the embodiments of the 14 gods, now we have become the embodiment of the 6 species, or 6 he, him, and so on. Okay, that's why we all have male, female, and we all the he, him, and the he, them. We are also seen as them because I can represent a whole them people. You get it, you get it. Okay, so we are keeping this short, and we'll have to do the tree of life again. So this is part 1 on the tree of life, because we really don't want to do this long, and we, of course, the tree of life has to be taken in bite sizes. So do join me again for the second part of the tree of life. I love it. I hope you have as well. And was that delicious? Because I certainly enjoyed it. Yes, get your fork, invite your folks, grandma, grandpa, everyone, strangers, whoever you meet, and let's dig in deep once more and stay ignited.